Hey hey guys, this is not a yoga video. This is a yoga, gosh darn it. Hey guys, this is not a yoga video. This is a video for shoulder mobility and flexibility. Anything, if you want to make it yogic, you can. You actually will need either a stick, like a long stick you can get from your broom, just undo it, or you can use this is a dog leash. I usually use a yoga strap, but I can't find it, so I'm using my dog leash. The shoulder is the most mobile joint in the body, so we're going to do some mobility work. You have to put your joints through full range of motion to keep them healthy. The joints need to move to be healthy. Also, a lot of shoulder pain comes from the fact that people are rolling their shoulders forward. I do mixed martial arts, I do kickboxing and jiu-jitsu, which is a lot of that. And I'm a massage therapist, which is a lot of this. So I've been getting some pain in my shoulder. This video is inspired by the fact that I have pain in my shoulder. So let's get started. We're gonna start off with some mobility. I want you to try to stay strong in the rest of your body. We're gonna put the shoulder through mobility, but the rest of the body I want you to keep firm. Even just engage your abs. Taking your right arm, bringing it up, and as it comes back, turn the hand around and do it nice and slowly. So you can see that my shoulder is actually lacking in some mobility, so the arm wants to come out. I've had some mobility issues. Also, again, try not to jut the belly out. Keep strong. Abs are strong. Bring it back again. We'll do 5 on each side. You can also go to a wall and stand close to it, and if your shoulder's healthy, you'll be able to clear the wall. Third one, up, nice and slow, turning the hand around. Fourth one, thumb faces back, turn the hand around, pinky faces back, try to stay nice and strong. You might rotate. I have to rotate, my shoulders are pretty tight. Last one, turning the hand around. We'll switch to the other side. I'm going to stand by this wall and see how much I can clear the wall. Bringing the arm up, thumb faces back, turning the pinky finger towards the back of the room. I'm going to try to get a little closer now. Let's see if I hit the wall. Ooh, yeah, a little bit. 2, 3, thumb faces back. Hand turns as it comes back. Again, I'm getting a little closer now. Oh boy, you can hear me hitting the wall now. Last one. Reach, 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 reach. And bring the arm down. The next one is, in yoga, you'll see where people try to grab their hands behind their back. Problem with that is when you force that, you get a lot of this protraction, this internal rotation of the shoulder, and that happens some, but we're just going to work more mobility first. So you're going to come here, one hand is going to be up and the other thumb is going to be down, lifting the hand up, bringing the other hand behind you as if you're going to touch your hands. You can see my lack of mobility here. Also, again, don't let your stomach jut out, and then bring your head back. The head will want to compensate for the lack of mobility, so you're going to bring your head back. And then come back, you'll switch the other side. And you're going to try to clasp your hands. Try to keep the head back. It's not easy for me at all. I've been slacking on my shoulder stuff. You guys get to see that? Again, keeping the abs strong. Try not to jut the ribs. Head comes back. You can look at the difference on the sides again. And you'll see that you will also have that difference. Eventually we would like to touch our hands. Oh man, this side. One more on each side. And then come to center. Now taking your stick or your strap. These are called dislocations. I know that doesn't sound very appealing, but it does help. And you're gonna get, I'm just showing you how my shoulders are. You get to see how this, and maybe we can all meet up again and see how our shoulders are in a couple months. So you're gonna you wanna be able to separate your hands. So you're gonna come up, you might start here, and so look, I can't bring my hands back here, right? So now I've gotta separate them. I want you to elevate the shoulders, and as you bring your hands back, there's depression and retraction. Retraction is you're squeezing the shoulder blades together. Bring your arms back up, elevate, bring the hands down. So you're gonna come up, elevate the shoulders, let the shoulder blades come up, and as it comes back, so I have to separate my hands, retract, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and depress the shoulder blades. Again, breathe. Try not to jut the ribs forward, that's compensating for the lack of mobility in the shoulders, just separate your hands more. Inhale, lift up, elevate the shoulders, bring the hands back. See, I tend to do that, I have to really work to keep my lower ribs in, without jutting them forward. Bring it back. Come up again. Up, 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 elevate, retract, depress. Up again, woo. Breathing nice and deep. Bring the arms up, bring them back, depress. Wasn't that nice that was the last one? And put that aside. If you didn't have that stick, you could also do it with a strap, and I should have showed you that in the beginning, but you can do the same thing. The only thing is with the strap is that it does have flexibility, so there can be some compensation with the wrists. So a stick would be the best thing. The next thing is finally, we're gonna do just a little bit of flexibility on the wall. I call this chest opener on the wall. So in a lunge position, the right leg is forward and my right hand is back. The same leg that is forward, the same arm goes back. Hand comes back, pushes against the wall. Pause and breathe. I'm on the ball of my back foot. If this is too much for you, you can stand in this position so your feet can be together. Pause, breathe, push your hand onto the wall, and start to turn your rib cage forward because it'll want to tend to go towards the wall. And in the beginning, you might be so tight in your chest, you need to come forward. The pecs have a lot to do with shoulder dysfunction. So they're tight and they're pulling those shoulders forward. Breathing nice and deeply. This is where the yoga comes in. Breathe as much as you can through your nose. And try to do 5 breaths. Keep that shoulder blade down the back. And release. Stepping forward, or you can just pivot to the other side. Again, you can be here, arm comes back, or your left leg is forward, your left arm is back. I'm feeling that this side is a lot tighter, which is surprising because this is my dominant arm. Push your hand onto the wall. Breathe nice and deep. Keep a nice deep bend if you're in that lunge. Try not to let the shoulder roll forward. If it's rolling forward, back away a little bit. Get that shoulder blade down the back. Breathe nice and deep. Stepping out of the pose, pause for just a moment and feel. I'll show you from a side position. We're just gonna do, you've seen this stretch probably a million times. You're gonna bring your hands behind your back. If you can't interlace your hands, you can have a strap, or you'll just turn your thumbs out and your hands out so your thumbs are facing up. Interlace your hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together. I have my knees slightly bent. Externally rotate the upper arm, and then the lower arm can internally rotate. Breathe nice and deep into that chest. Butt back. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Externally rotating the upper arm, internally rotating the lower arm. That's going to be hard at first. And then release. Just feel for a moment. You can roll the shoulders out. We're going to switch to the other side. And what I mean by that is you're going to do interlace your hands in your unusual way. So you'll always put your right finger over your left because we're so habitual. So now, do your unnatural way. So I always put my right finger over my left. Now I'm going to put my left finger over my right, and it feels weird. But you're also creating new brain pathways, so it's dementia prevention. Breathe deep. Ooh, this feels weird. Externally rotate the upper arm, internally rotate the lower arm. If you cannot do that, then just kind of hug the lower arm in and then feel an external rotation of the upper arm. The external rotation of the upper arm, you'll feel the shoulder blades on the back. Breathe deep into that. And release, feel. So that's the end of our class today. We can do some outer shoulder stuff, but this was more about opening up the front and for people that kind of roll their shoulders forward. These stretches are great, but if you're already really taut in the back body and you're overly stretched, you're just kind of exacerbating that problem. Although I gotta say, it does feel good. So we can do that in another class. I got tons of classes for you. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've published a class, but I promise I'll try to do it more often. Thanks for joining me. Any suggestions? I'm open. Have an amazing day.